Yellow white. Okay.
How do we intro this one?
Yeah.
Because it's not a full episode. It's just a.
I should have for you to intro this one.
Okay. Welcome once again, guys, to 9toLIFE. We actually found a new slogan this year.
Now I forgot it. I forgot the
No, I remember it.
All right.
This is the podcast you do when you don't want to do podcasts.
So
we found that a lot of our guests have given us some special attention.
Yeah.
Just because we are 9toLIFE. Welcome, guys. Welcome to 9toLIFE. I should speak to that camera. Welcome to 9toLIFE. Welcome back to 9toLIFE. This is a bit of a different episode where we don't have a guest this week. It's just an episode that allows us to touch base with you guys, check how things are going.
Yeah.
And we also have a few announcements to make, to share with you guys. Mr. Mugidi.
I think the first one for me.
Yes. 110. 110.
100.
Yes.
We had 1,100. 1,100 subscribers now. Yeah.
Crazy.
We watched our 1,000 subscriber because on top of everything that we've been doing, we've been approaching people like, hey, yo, dude, do you know about our channel? Subscribe, you know?
And those subscribers, I don't know if they're even watching. Yeah, we know they subscribe.
Yeah, we know they subscribe.
But if they're watching, it's a different story.
Yeah, because in the beginning, I think that the matrix that we were chasing is subscribers, because subscribers is a commitment.
Yes.
You know, and maybe we might have been going about it the wrong way because you can't force commitment.
No, you can't.
It's better. So to you, our organic ones, I think it shows that you guys really want to be here because you made the effort. And yeah, and if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed and you're feeling left out because we're talking to our subscribers, just hit that subscribe button as well. But yeah, my brother, I think we can.
Should we start with the festivities?
Let's start with the festivities.
Okay. So on the agenda today, we just thought we'd share our thoughts, number one, about the guests that we've had so far. Some of them have been quite fun. Some of them could have been quite funny.
Yeah.
Some of them have been quite educational. Hey?
Yeah.
We've had some incredible guests. Yeah. For you, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an answer for this. So that's why I'm asking you. Just in case if you ask me, I'm ready.
Yeah. You're cheating.
You're cheating. Of the 11 or so episodes that have come out so far,
yeah,
which one stands out the most for you? I was gonna say favorite, but I'm like, it's actually not favorite. It's like, which one? Because you know, favorite is gonna change, right? Depending on where you are at that point in time. Which one stands right now, as of today? Which one stands out for you the most?
I think Muntu.
Man, you can't copy my home. We can't keep doing this thing of you copying my home, man.
No, but it might be for different reasons. I think.
Okay.
I think John being a close second is not even a second. He's a 1.2.
Okay.
If Muntu is number one, and I think for me it's we managed to get a police detective to speak on this show.
Yeah.
With, I understand. And there's usually a lot of red tape around that. And we found a way to intelligently, is that narcissistic? We are intelligent. What do you call that guy? SABC. Yeah, we have the brains. We have the brains. We are organic intellectuals. You know, we managed to pull that off, but because of how raw and authentic it is, especially after the loss he was just going through, very recent loss. He had just buried his father, and he said, "I'm gonna come," and yeah, that's why.
Invite. Yeah, I mean, like I said in the beginning, this is the podcast you do when you don't want to.
But you don't want to do podcasts. Definitely,
right? It's also Ubuntu for me that stands out because
I know we don't agree on a lot,
right? We are a career-based podcast, yes. And we did speak a lot about Ubuntu's career and what he does 9toLIFE. But in that episode we spoke about things that we rarely get to speak about openly.
Oh.
You know, and we saw Ubuntu this strong, supposedly strong detective man that
Yeah.
carries a gun.
Carries a gun, by the way. You need to know. I think maybe because he's the only guest who carried a gun.
Yes.
So,
Right? So the guy that carries a gun saying openly in a public platform, oh, I'm struggling and I need help.
Aish.
My man, that's not something to take lightly.
Oh.
That's not something to take lightly.
Yeah.
That's something very important. And the problem is that you'll see people struggle, and then we see the cases that we see in the media.
Yeah.
And then people are gonna say, why didn't he tell us? Why didn't he share? You know? And here's this man saying, look, guys,
I'm struggling with this and this. Yeah.
And this is a guy who has a men's rights organization, by the way. So he's like a
Dotandota. Yeah. Yeah, no, that one was because I've had the pleasure of seeing him in his professional, like, at his work. Yeah,
yes.
I understand.
Yeah.
And there's no time to be vulnerable there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's really no time to be vulnerable there. I think, so we did become friends. And if you had told me on the day that I met him that you'd be friends with this guy, I'd be like, no, because that job,
was so focused,
it was just hard. It was just focused. Yeah. And then obviously a second one being John.
The John in the John episode, ne?
I would like to apologize. I'd like to apologize. With the John episode, we had uploaded it. And because teamwork makes the dream work, as you know,
we were busy with tasks.
The best snakes in the world have two heads. The best ships have two captains.
That John episode. And okay, maybe finish your thought.
So I deleted a video. I deleted that video while trying to delete something else. So we had to re-upload it, and we had done quite a lot of work promoting it. But I think the lessons are the same. You know, nothing in the content has changed. And
it's just our appreciation, I think, for the effort that he put in. Because John, for those that don't know, John drove all the way from Val.
Yeah, and that's not
an entire other country,
an entire province
away, just to be on 9toLIFE. And I think, John, we really appreciate.
And what a matured outlook. You understand what there's like, and it's such a nothing can bring, things will happen, but nothing will bring me down. Things will happen. Like John said, even if he gets in a taxi tomorrow after his car breaks down, he's gonna be like, before I had a car, I used to use taxis. So what? No.
I'm not gonna die.
And nothing can bring that mind down. During John's biggest losses and biggest wins, he's the same person. Like you can't even tell when John is winning.
There's a lesson
you can't even tell when John is losing. John is John.
He's the same.
You know, he's the same. You know, and
that's something to aspire to. That's John is he's an inspirational dude, man. And you know that episode, I think, because that's when we were still having our teething problems as a podcast. The audio is not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. So if you haven't checked out the John episode, guys, please, you won't regret it. I think had it not been for the Ubuntu episode, the one that stands out, I think he's also a 1.1 for me, actually.
He's a 1.1.
Why are we agreeing, Dante?
I don't know.
Let's disagree, please.
Let's find something to
can we disagree on something? Yeah.
Which guest did you closely relate to? And why?
I feel like we're gonna agree. I feel like we're gonna agree. But maybe let me make sure that we don't agree.
No. Well,
I'll tell you who it was gonna be. It was gonna be Mashudu.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he's tried so many things and you know sometimes things don't work out and he's like it's almost like the same attitude John.
John. It's just that he uses more English. So Mashudu and John are the same person.
Just not the one who's younger and uses more English.
The one is younger and he uses more English. and he doesn't swear. And then then the
So-
other one,
So Mashudu is always, and I think sometimes people troll him on Twitter for this. He's always posting, "Keep building." That's like his slogan.
Oh,
Like,
really? He gets trolled for that. But people on Twitter will troll you for him. You know, there's a guy there, Sabelo. He cleans. Like, he gets nice sponsorship deals from posting himself cleaning. And they troll him for cleaning. I'm like,
Really?
you're going to
And
hate
that
a
time
man
he's
for
making a
cleaning?
living.
He's making a living from this. He's
Isn't that
coining
funny?
it. He's coining it. You're cleaning for free.
Funny, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, so the person that I relate to the most, I guess, is Batubili, because our journeys are very similar.
Yeah.
We went to the same school as well.
Oh, you went to the same
We
school.
worked for the same employer a couple of times.
You
so,
lived together. We lived together.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously he's the person that, if I call him and I'm trying to explain something to him, I don't even finish my sentence. He already knows what I'm saying. He's a friend.
Oh, you finish each other's sentences.
No, don't put it like that. I intentionally
No,
didn't
if
put
you
it
have a
like that.
sentence,
No. He doesn't finish it. He understands what I'm saying.
who finishes it?
It doesn't need to be finished, is my point. Before he even gets to the conclusion,
I mean, it's
he already
okay
knows
to
what
say
I'm
you
saying.
finish each other's
No,
sentences.
but that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah. Who is it for you?
Mashudu.
Mashudu.
Yeah.
You see,
so, so you're right.
Ay, man.
it's
We are doing too
Mashudu.
much. I don't like this.
And I think even though I've got a 9 to 5, business has just been always something that I do. You know, even where I work, I didn't have a job interview. They took me from my own business, and they say
Come do what you do for your business for us.
come do, because you're doing it on a very small scale here.
And I think that's what he said as well, Masna. Mashudu.
Oh,
on the episode.
Yoko did the same thing
yes,
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see yourself,
So,
He's your superhero and your old man.
what did I say? I was like, you're scary.
Because
You're
I see
scary
myself.
because I see myself.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So it's no surprise. It comes as no surprise.
Nah.
Another episode that stands out for me, I think, is the Neo one. Right? Because we had to. It was a reshoot, and we tried so hard to save the first episode. Right? And we were so bummed out about having to reshoot. But we did, and to date, it's our best performing.
It's our best performing. Yeah.
Right? So sometimes the stars align in weird ways.
It's crazy how we've done two different. We've done two reshoots.
Reshoots for Neo, yes.
With Tseho and with
yes.
Neo.
Yes.
You know. Oh, Neo, we've even had two
Attempts.
I don't know. Neo deserves those
numbers, right?
I know I worked hard for this show.
No, he did.
But what was interesting is that with the full interviews that we've done a second time, being Tseho and Neo, it's a different interview.
You're right.
It's a different interview.
This just shows, when we have a person, we have so much to discuss that we could have 2 or 3 more different interviews.
And what you ate that day could determine how you answer how you answer questions. No, because we are trying to get the same things out of them.
Yes.
And we get totally different things.
Yeah.
And there are some things that Babangwe just omitted. Things that seemed quite big in the first thing.
In the first shot,
and then I think after that they were like, no, I've got something else that I'd like to focus on and to it was like different people.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of when you think about the Ndondeni episode?
No, then was not wearing shoes.
So obviously people can't see this, but
Yeah, but Ndondeni shocked me. Ndondeni pleasantly.
I think that's the thing about Ndondeni. He always catches you off guard. Because people see him and make conclusions about him, and then they speak to him. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Like he's a bit of a...
Ndondeni's crazy.
Yeah.
I think Ndondeni might just
in the best possible
be our craziest guest. And we had John.
Yes.
Yeah. And we had John. And it's crazy. We're doing this right now. We're speaking, we're having a conversation, and we have nothing hidden. We have no notes hidden. And I'm thinking about the first time we shot.
Yes.
How it's also been a journey for us.
For us as well, yes.
What do you think has changed in you?
You know, I think in my mind when we started, and this is funny because we always say this, but we had a structure. Everything was fit nicely into a box. This is what's going to happen, then this, then this, then that. And it's been so eye-opening for me to see how differently the episodes come out.
Yeah.
Firstly, when you compare them amongst themselves, and also when you think about how I thought it would be on the day, you know, so especially with some of the guests that I don't know, like guests that you have brought on.
Yeah.
In my mind, you'll say someone is a whatever, and then I have a picture in my mind of what that whatever is like.
Yeah.
Right. We all do this. We have a mental model of what when you think nurse, you already see something in your head now when I said nurse.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So when we bring a nurse here,
in the meantime.
In the meantime. So when you say entrepreneur and then meet the person, in my mind, maybe I'm thinking this is a guy that's always thinking about numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you bring them and it's totally different.
Yeah.
So it's always eye-opening for me, these interacting with our guests and seeing them and how they compare in my mind to what I had. And the same is true for the podcast. What I thought it would be and what it is now is, you know, there's some variation.
Yeah, I think we did this for the first time and we had no training. But we wanted to bring things out of people, you know. And I remember how we used to, for the first few episodes, we used to send each other lists. So I'd have a list of my 20 questions and you'd have a list of 20 questions related to that.
Yes.
And that's not a conversation.
We saw that it doesn't work very quickly.
That's a questionnaire,
and
not a conversation.
Yeah, it's like a news interview now.
Yeah.
You know, we're checking a list now. We're checking a list. Okay, we asked this.
Yes.
Now we asked that.
Question one. It's an exam, you know.
Yes, yeah.
And now we get to have real conversations
for 5 minutes
with these people, modified and questions that come because of what you say. And I think that we are killing the game.
But yeah, so we thought we'd just reflect with you guys. I think we're going to do some of these regularly.
Yeah.
How regular, we don't know yet. This time we did it on episode 11 because we wanted to be different. We were like, should we do it at 10? No, 10 doesn't work.
Everyone
would expect it at 10. Right? And we brought out the questionable head today, but I don't think, maybe let's do one question.
Let's do one question from the questionable head. I hope it's a good.
If you don't know what we're talking about, there was our very first episode, our Get to Know Us.
Episode 0.
Episode 0.
Or did you pull out something?
Yes, I did. We did a series of questions and we said we'd complete them. So eventually we'll get there, guys. Maybe it will be episode 100.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is interesting. How has your family upbringing influenced who you are today? Interesting.
Yo, I think I'm glad we got that one. My mom is someone who is very... My mom knows how to connect with people. She's very good at that. And I think it has made it easier for me to, in my job and in basically who I am right now. I think it's just been like I can walk in an elevator and there would be 7 people and I'll be the only one, you know, starting up conversations. And I think it's just because of her and it's allowed me to network. I think my dad has taught me, after networking, what do you do with those relationships? You know, and that just comes from him being who he is, the thinker that he is, and the plotter that he is. And
I think for me, it's almost opposite.
Okay.
At least we are disagreeing now.
So it's fine.
Because my mom is very similar to your mom in that sense. She's
Yeah,
the,
no, she is.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But my dad I think my dad influenced me more than my mom did.
Okay.
He's more let's not be quick to say something yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's sit and analyze the situation first before we act. And I think
I think our parents are the same. Which
your
is
dad
funny
is
because
also
our
like that.
moms do the same
Do
job.
the same job, right?
That's right. But-
So he's the one that says, wait, let's not be too hasty to act.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make sure that we analyze things. And I think I'm also very similar in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a balance, because my mom is like your mom and my dad is like, they're almost like polar opposites.
Yeah, but the only difference is you took from your dad a lot, I took from my mom a lot.
Yes. So finding the balance somewhere in that, having two models that are on opposite ends and knowing where to sort of place yourself in that spectrum, I think has been very interesting for me. Because there are times where it's useful to be this side, and there are times where it's more useful to be on the other side. So just knowing how to play between those two things has been very interesting.
Sure. Yeah, no, I think
should we let's not make it too long. I think guys, please just stay tuned we've got a lot of exciting things coming up, competitions. Now he's giving out hints now. We've got competitions coming up, prizes to be won. We're launching a Women's Day series. Actually, in August, all our episodes are going to be women. So please stay tuned. It's Women's Month, yes. Did I say Women's Day?
Yeah. But it's fine.
Women's Month. Closing thoughts, my brother?
I know, guys. Thank you so much. And we are just beginning this journey. And I know that there's some of you who are watching, waiting for your career to show up. We are rolling this out weekly. I mean, in the meantime, you can just be a chartered accountant. Then when we get to the career that you want to do, then you can move to that.
But also remember to tell us, because we want to know what you guys are seeing. So I think we're gonna, we're gonna be taking your suggestions as we interact and as we run our.
It's an eclectic mixture,
right? We've had engineers, entrepreneurs, and even within the engineers, right?
Yes.
Because we've had Ndondeni, Audrit. We didn't even talk about Audrit.
Hey, hi guys.
We've had Audrit. We've had.
Audrit does everything.
Audrit is a super villain.
Audrit is this podcast.
Eclectic, come here.
Right?
We could do like 4 episodes.
Yes, that made stress.
CD. Who's the mind? We didn't speak about CD. We've had
CD was one of my favorites.
Nah?
Yeah, CD was one of my favorites.
I think let's do this again soon, because I feel like we still have a lot to say as well. And questionable head, Shem. We only did one question.
So the questionable head will still make a return, but anyways, thank you guys. Guys, to be honest, when I talk, I think that's a perfect.
Yeah, no, let's leave
and
it.
then load shedding.
And then, just does it for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.